Hello and welcome back. In this lecture, I'd like to talk about optimizing your course title for search results and picking an optimal category to place your course in. Now, both of these options are configured when you go to a courses page. In this case, we're in the sample course GIMP for Beginners. And within that course, we have a menu along the left. At the top is the course roadmap, which we're looking at. Curriculum we're going to look at in the next course. But what we want is the basics. We're going to begin filling things out here from the top down, beginning with basics. Here we get to enter the title for the course. Now, titles are tricky. You would think just enter a description of the course. But what you want is you want titles to be short. Because when it comes to searches are produced primarily on course titles. They don't really use the subtitle information very much. They focus primarily on the titles. And the fewer keyword hits that you get on your title, or the fewest words that it takes you to put into a title to get the maximum number of keyword hits in the search, optimizes you to the top of the search. For instance, I'm interested in the keywords GIMP and beginners. So I called my course GIMP for Beginners. The word for doesn't count. This is a two-word title where both of my words are keyword searches. So this is a good short title. Keep your titles short and pack them with keywords that you want people to search for. Next comes the subtitle. Here you have 154 or so characters to fully describe your course. The description that I used for my course is a simplified introduction to the free GNU image manipulation program, GIMP, including graphics projects for the beginner. This, I think, fully describes what the course is about. It's a challenge. It's almost like writing poetry to get it into exactly 150 words. But this is very important. This is one of the first things that's going to fully describe your course to a potential customer when they see it listed. The next area is really fascinating. That's category. Now, the category that you place your thing in is going to place you amongst the category you put your course in is going to place your course amongst other courses that are competing for the same category area. You get to actually specify your category. I believe that the Udemy staff does review categories. I've had some of my categories changed if they're inappropriate because I've gone after easy picking categories. So what you want to do is a little bit of research before filling out your category. You do that by going to a Udemy window and searching via the Browse Courses in the upper left-hand corner. This shows you all the categories. They're listed in priority based on how popular they are. So what you want to do is choose the category closest to the bottom that best describes your teaching area. For the GIMP, it would probably be some kind of a design tool, although this is a very high category. It's going to be very popular. And in fact, design tools is, I think, what I put it in. Let's go ahead and look at that category and see how tough the competition is. We'll click on that, and the category should eventually arise. There it is. Let's look at what kind of students we've got. Number one has got 3.3 thousand students. That's a lot of students. Here's 1,000, here's 1,003. What we want to do is appear on at least the top line. Here we have thousands of students for competition, and we have lots of reviews, and most of the courses, all the courses on the top row are free. This is going to be very hard to compete against. This is a bad category to choose. Let's go ahead and look at some of the lower categories. One of my courses, I put into humanities, the third from the bottom, literature, the top most popular subsection under humanities. And you can see that because it was way down at the bottom, it only has, 9 entries, and one of them is right now. So I made it on to the first page with my course by picking an unpopular category. What you want to do is pick the most popular category that you can get yourself on this first row of courses with. So that's going to require a little bit of research. Once you're done with the research, then you plug it in here. You pick your category and then your subcategory. Let's say we're going to do something about teacher training and teaching tools. So there you have it. The course info basics is possibly one of the most important categories of information you'll fill out as far as finding your book. Of course, you'll spend most of your time in the curriculum, as we'll see in the next lecture. But for now, you need to fill out a really strong basics to start off with. Get a course title that's keyword rich and short. Make a subtitle that fits in those 150 characters and gives a good, strong description of the course to lure students in. And pick a category that isn't heavily populated by 1,000 student courses with thousands of reviews, something where you'll show up on the top row. In fact, title searches, when it comes to the keywords that you use in it, you'll probably want to do a few searches appear in the search box for your keywords to see what shows up, just the same way you did with your categories, to make sure that the competition isn't strong. Once you've got the basics filled out, you go ahead and you click on Save down at the bottom of the screen. Udemy will chew on it for a while, and then it'll come back and it'll say that your changes were saved successfully. And there, we filled out the basics.